the quest for a separate institute for just forensic accounting is totally uncalled for. He was speaking against the backdrop of a bill put forward by a certain Forensic and Investigative Auditors Association, which has been passed or has passed third reading at the Senate and awaiting concurrence at the House of Representatives. We have details in this report.
We want the House of Representatives to condemn the bill. It should not stand. It is against public interest.
According to the president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, this press conference is intended to draw the attention of the public to the Chartered Institute of Forensic and Investigative Auditors Bill 2018. The proposal is already before the Red Chamber and has passed the third reading. ICAN's president says the bill should be discarded to safeguard the integrity of the noble accounting profession and its various areas of specialization.
The establishment of a separate institute just to enable an individual to practice as an auditor, conventional or forensic, is against international best practice and is needless in Nigeria. This is because ICAN has since 1965 been taking charge of this responsibility to the satisfaction of users of accounting services, both in public and private sectors of the Nigerian economy. We wish to emphasize that virtually every aspect of the functions that the bill is seeking to address has been adequately covered and is practically being implemented by ICAN.
He added that the functions and responsibilities of the bill for the Chartered Institute of Forensic and Investigative Auditors in Nigeria and Chartered Institute of Forensic Accountants of Nigeria are already contained in the 1965 Act that established ICAN.
We are against the bill for the several reasons that we have mentioned, namely that ICAN has been established since 1965 to control the standards of accounting professional practice. From all that I've read, it is clear that this particular organization has not met with minimum standards to be able to cope. There is no vacancy for this particular association.
I think what is at stake is for all of us, for our country, because if the community of nations is not taking us serious as to what we do in the country, we cannot encourage investors to have confidence to come and do business with us. If we are encouraging quackery and we are not encouraging professionalism from what has been outlined, I think that point alone is enough for people to consider, to know if this bill should pass. What you don't have, the maximum is that what you don't have, you cannot give.
ICAN says forensic accounting is adequately covered within the scope of the training that it provides, and therefore the quest for separate institute for just forensic accounting is not necessary.
Well, I have in the studio the president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Alhaji Rasak Jayeola, is in the studio with me. Thank you very much for joining us today, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me start this way. Chartered Institute of Forensic Investigators Auditors Bill 2018. What do you really think is behind or the intention of the promoters?
We believe that the intention of the promoters is to get a charter to be able to practice forensic auditing in Nigeria at the exclusive preserve of their institute. That is, whoever is practicing now should be discarded.
Well, that seems to be like, now why is ICAN now saying no, this bill should be discarded?
We are saying it should be discarded because it will encourage unnecessary proliferation of accounting bodies. The forensic accounting discipline is a subset of what we call auditing and investigation in
a normal accounting practice. So it's like fragmenting the profession. Nowhere in the world is that ever done. All forensic institutes, chartered forensic institutes all over the world, they are subset of an accounting body recognized by IFAC, International Federation of Accountants. We are saying they cannot go ahead because it's a family business. As a professional body, they cannot be president for life. It's never done in any professional body. As far as we are concerned, we have adequate provision in the existing professional bodies to be able to cope with what we have. We have a specialized area, a faculty that is devoted, and where we have trained several auditors and forensic auditors, which we do in ICAN.
Well, that's interesting. Now, in your speech also on Friday, you affirmed that, yes, just like you said, that the functions are already in the ICAN Act. Please, I need you to shed more light and also some of these faculties that you mentioned that ICAN has.
We have 7 faculties in ICAN. We have auditing, investigation, and forensics. We have for consulting and information technology. We have for corporate finance faculty, we have public finance faculty, we have tax faculty, we have financial reporting faculty. About 7 of them. Okay. These are platforms for mentoring our members, and with some of them, we have certification to ensure that they are properly groomed to be able to perform these special areas of our profession. Those are the areas that we do, that we specialize in, to be able to cope with the specialist nature of this forensic thing.
Now let's look at other moves made by the Institute now to get all of this. What have you been doing to let people really understand that this move might not be a step in the right direction?
We made representation to the Senate at the public hearing, and we try to reach out to to a lot of senators to make them aware of the issues that are really contained in this particular act. Take, for instance, they want to be drawing funds from the public purse. We have mandates of the public to ensure that such things are never done. ICAN is not funded by the government. So also other professional bodies. Why do they want to be drawing money from public treasury? We want to ensure that this particular body, because the promoters have no pedigree. What you don't have, you cannot give. So it is important that they are properly tackled and ensured that this bill does not see the light of the day.
Nigerians also need to be educated about this thing, don't you think?
Yes, Nigerians have to be educated. That's why we are reaching out to the press to assist in disseminating information. You know, it is not an issue of the more the merrier. That will be promoting quackery. And if you are promoting quackery, it means the international community will lose confidence to bring in investment to this country. ICAN is a founding member of International Federation of Accountants. So we are really out there. We have a member of the board we've always had. We serve in a lot of committees. And so the international community respects Nigeria because of our involvement in these international bodies. How do you, head of universities are necessarily professors. We don't have many Nigerian medical associations. It's only one. We don't have many MBA. It's only one. So why do we want to be fragmenting the accounting profession? It's not done. It's not right.
Now, some members must have reacting to some of all of this, you know, seeing it in the press and all of that. So what have you told your members at this time of the Institute, which we know that is very firm and strong?
You know, a very disturbing aspect has to do with the fact that it criminalizes those of us that are already practicing this forensic accounting. It is either 50,000 or 100,000 naira fine for those that are already practicing since 1965, or 2 years imprisonment. It's not done. So the public should please be aware that there are a lot of provisions in this bill that is not good for them. And we, as ICAN, we have a responsibility, because we have the public mandate to ensure the standard, high standard of accounting profession in this country. And that is why we are seriously against this bill.
Well, as we round up this part of the interview, what will be your message now to the lawmakers, because they are now the ones that have the decision to take? So what will be your message, and what are your expectations also from Nigerians reacting to this development?
We are expecting the Senate to recall this bill, because there are so many issues out there which we believe that many don't really understand. Otherwise, they were. So we believe Senate should recall the bill, and we believe the House of Representatives should not give their concurrence. And the public should be aware of the provisions of this bill. They are not good. The promoters don't have the pedigree. They don't have the qualification. They don't have the experience. They don't have the exposure. And how do you now want to do it in exclusively? You want to remove all the others that have been doing this work and that have international reputation and all that. It is not done.
And you're assuring that the ICAN brand would take all of this encompassing in its curriculum, if I'm agreed to use that word. It's
already well embedded in it. We have trained over 500 forensic auditors. It's a special area of auditing and investigation, which is one of the subjects in the final stages of our exam. More importantly, a chartered accountant requires to be well trained. We have adequate provision in our curriculum, and also after qualifying, we also expose them to serious bashing as far as forensics is concerned. We are adequately well packaged to continue to we should not allow an organization that is just coming up to clear off people that have been doing work that the public are already proud of.
Alhaji Rasak Jayeola, I must thank you, President ICAN. I must thank you very much for speaking extensively on this very important topic today on Business Nigeria.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.